4 years, he's remained silent, but now the former president of Liberty University can finally share his story.
All of the lawsuits have been settled involving Jerry Falwell. And as the dust around him settles too, Falwell invited me to his farm in Bedford County to talk about life right now. When Jerry Falwell resigned from Liberty University in August of 2020, he was fighting a PR nightmare, a very public revelation about his wife's affair and controversial posts on social media. Falwell says he was also fighting for his life.
I was so sick when I left Liberty for 2 years.
Doctors diagnosed him with a rare genetic blood disease called spirocytosis. It caused clots in his lungs.
Feeling better.
Getting there.
I couldn't defend myself. I was just, my oxygen levels were in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
The doctors, after they did in September 2020, when they realized what my problem was, they said if I had stayed at Liberty 2 more months, I would have died. Tried every blood thinner. They did 2 procedures on my lungs. They tried blood thinners. Nothing worked. Finally, they gave me an injection, heparin, Levinox. I take that every night.
How is your health now?
Perfect, perfect. I'm back in the gym. I was leg pressing 850 pounds the other day.
Not only is Falwell back in the gym, he's back working on his farm in Good.
It was nice to be able to focus on my farm again, on my things I'd let go, old friends. See that strap right there on the tree? I'd climb up, put my elbows in the hammock like that, and then pull my feet up in it. I don't know if I could still do it or not, but I could still do it in my 50s, that's for sure. Becky's been fussing at me to spray all this.
He needs to clean it up.
Part of your resignation and part of the deal with LU at the time was that you weren't allowed on campus.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult was it for you to not be allowed on the campus that you dreamed of and you helped create?
Actually, I was a little relieved because I was enjoying being away finally after all those years. Now I'm not like that anymore, but I needed a break.
For the last 4 years, he got that break as lawsuits between Falwell and Liberty University played out in court. He's had to remain silent as everyone else chimed in about his downfall.
Your family went through quite a bit of turmoil at this time, you know, and a lot of people gained money off of that. A couple of podcasts I've listened to, they certainly made money off of talking about your life. Well, you've had to be quiet all these years.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
You know, when it gets my nature, because I love to just
Yes.
punch back. I love to punch back, and I love to like set things straight right away. But looking back, it probably was better because, you know, when you're out there always denying something, it makes you look guilty, I think. I don't know. So I think it's good I stayed quiet. My only desire throughout the whole thing was that the truth be known.
Why talk now?
Well, like I said, the lawsuit's just settled.
In July, Falwell and the Liberty Board of Trustees settled all outstanding disputes in both legal and personal matters. Financial details in the settlement haven't been disclosed. Falwell couldn't speak to me about this due to confidentiality.
I'm really grateful to the Liberty Board of Trustees for you know, when there's a lot of lies being told, there's a lot of smoke. And so you assume there's a fire. Well, I really am grateful to them for realizing, you know, in the last year and a half, that there was no fire. And they, once they realized that, they did the right thing and we settled up.
They know that they have been called to go and do big things and hard things and bold things.
Liberty's president, Dondi Costin, also announced Falwell's no longer banned from campus. Falwell celebrated with students and fans at this year's homecoming game.
Does it feel like a bit of your own homecoming at Liberty University? Or?
Homecoming was like a homecoming because it's just like it was when we were there before. The warmth is still there, and it's even more so now, I think.
It's almost like a new era of LU's relationship with the Falwells.
Yeah, President Costin has been very warm, and I've enjoyed briefly getting to know him. He's not political at all. There's no games going on, so it's I'm happy with the president they chose.
How do you think your dad would feel about everything that has transpired? How do you think he'd feel now the university that he built and, you know, groomed his son to run is not being run by a Falwell?
Well, I think it comes the time your job's done, you move on, you know? And so I felt like I got everything accomplished that I wanted to accomplish at Liberty.
Your hand was forced at resignation, but do you feel that it maybe walking away saved your life in a lot of ways?
It did.
Saved
No
your
question.
family, saved your...
And the grandkids are so much fun now. I've never been able to enjoy these grandkids, 5 of them now, another one on the way, if I'd stay at Liberty. They live all locally, and so it's it's what was supposed to happen.
As for what happens next, Falwell admittedly isn't sure.
My work for the last 4 years has been resolving all these matters, and now I'm ready to move on to something else, and I don't know what that's going to be yet.
Tomorrow night on ABC 13 News at 6, we unpack Jerry's faith.
So, do you go to church now?
His relationship with his brother, Jonathan, the leader of their father's church empire, and if Falwell thinks he's strayed from LU's mission of building champions of Christ. That's tomorrow night. I also talked to Falwell about his rise and fall as president of LU. You can watch that now on our ABC 13 WSET YouTube page. Plus, we've posted exclusive content from our interview. Scan the code and watch it now.